Hey guys, what's up? Alan here. We got a week left, so next Saturday I'll be competing. So I wanted to go over what protocol is for this week. So it's pretty crazy, but anyway, first I want to talk about my training. I probably said this before, but for how we're doing it, training doesn't change. It doesn't change from bulk to prep. So still the same amount of weight, still the same, everything's the same. The weight just gets heavier because you don't have all the carbs in you to give you the strength. But so there's just more drop sets basically. But you still got to hit the fibers. You still got to do, you got to put the work in. So that part doesn't change. Sorry for the dogs, guys. They're pretty nice dogs. Cardio. So cardio, guys. The cardio I will be my last day of cardio will be Thursday morning. And then I'll have no more cardio until I need cardio again. But that'll be the last of it for showtime. So cardio is still the same. I'm doing luckily I'm doing 40 minutes high intensity cardio. I have been for the last 10 weeks. So because we're finishing up with our lean out phase. Remember, there's your lean out. You gotta lean out first, and then there's dry out, fill out. So we were in the lean out phase. Now, coming Monday, we will be in the dry and filling out phase. So, diet and schedule. So basically what we got going on here is starting Monday, actually Monday through Wednesday is all going to be the same. Same diet I got now. Minus, I already got 1 cup of rice pulled from me today, so down to 5 cups of rice. Probably be pulling a little bit more, so the carbs are going to go down all the way up until Wednesday. The water intake will stay the same, gallon plus until then. So salt will stay the same. Everything else will stay the same. Oh, and I need to go back and note about training. So the training, you guys know I do a rest pause. So the only thing that does change with the training on peak week is we're doing C squads. So there's A squad, B squad, C squad. C squad rest pause will be just 1 set of 8 reps, 8 to 15 reps, and that's it. You're done. So there's no micro sets like there was on A squad. So training A squad, basically what you're doing with that is you got one set of 8 to 15 reps, and then a micro set with about 2 seconds of a break. Well, I've explained rest pause, but so you got another micro set of 3 to 6 and another one 3 to 6. So you actually have 3 sets basically you're doing back to back. B squad would be 1 of 8 to 15 and then 1 of 3 to 6, and that's it. C squad is just 1 of 8 to 15. So basically, like when I go back after my show, I'll take a week off from lifting, maybe even 2. Because you gotta, I'm putting my body through hell right now. So I'll take a little bit of time off of that. When I come back to it, I can't just come back to A squad. I gotta come back C squad, and I'll do that for a week, and then I'll go to B squad, and then I'll be back to normal. And that's kind of the way that we were doing the rest pause. So that was training anyway. So I covered my cardio, the diet and schedule. So basically, like I said, other than pulling some carbs, which I won't know, this will go. Basically, each day, Donnie will see me, and judging by how I look, and it's all about how I look. How I look is going to determine we need to pull something here, and we need to add something here, and so on and so forth, including water intake, all of that. So, so that's what we'll be doing all the way until Wednesday. So some carbs are already pulled, maybe some more will be, but as of now, I got a cup of carbs gone. So Thursday, I will only be drinking about 8 ounces of water with a meal. So now I'm starting to get rid of the water. So you got to be dry on stage, remember. If you're sweating up there, you aren't dry enough and you want the water out from under your skin, and that's what you're going for. So anyway, that we're going to do that with meals. And another thing I didn't add, a diuretic. You have to have a diuretic. Like I said, we can't have the water in there. Dry out, fill out, and that's what dry out is. Get the water out. Diuretic, I will be using kava twice, once in the morning and once in the evening. And kava for me, I used it last time, is a great diuretic. It completely pulls all the water out of me. So we're starting our diuretic Monday, and this is going to go on all the way up until Thursday. Actually, will be the last one. So kava in the morning, kava at night, and the kava that I'm drinking too, I drink it in a tea. So I just get the root and I actually make a tea out of it. If you guys are interested in that, I'll have a video on that later or something how we do that. But kava it's a great diuretic. So that was our diuretic. Talked about the sodium. So back to Thursday now. Just a little bit of water with the meals just to get it down. Now we're starting to load up on carbs. So and there's going to be a lot of carb loading. I'm probably going to be eating. I'll probably easily eat 1,500 grams of carbs in the next 2 days during that time, maybe even more. So it's going to be clean to start off with. We're going to be eating some pasta, probably cream of rice, some rice. I like to make that rice pudding, which I told you guys about. Except I'd probably put sugar in it instead of stevia. Some fruits, stuff like that, and that's kind of what we're going to load up on at first. So like I said, we're starting our load up Thursday, and my show is Saturday. So again, this is going by how I look in the morning, how I look at night. That's going to determine on if I need to keep on loading up, or if I'm spilling over. And when I say spill over, so let me get back to when I say carbing up and getting the water out, what this is referring to is your muscles hold water and glycogen, okay? So the glycogen is what makes your muscles look big. So for right now, for example, I'm not eating as much carbs as I normally would, so my muscles look flat. And when I say that, it's not like I have small muscles. It's not what that means. They're just not ripped and shredded looking. So, and that's the glycogen that does that. So what you want to do is you want to get the glycogen in there and then pull the water out so the glycogen is stuck there. And that's what you want to be like on stage. And this is a 2-day thing. I mean, it's, you got to really pay attention to this stuff, because you can lean out completely. You can be really lean and you get up on stage and you don't do something right, and still got water in you. You're not going to win. I mean, it's gonna ruin everything. So peak week is really important for those reasons. That's why I also say get a trainer. I mean, just get a trainer. So back to the glycogen. So what I'm doing by lowering carbs earlier in the week, basically, is going to take less carbs out of out of glycogen out of my muscles. So doing the cardio, doing the workout, sleeping, all that stuff, I'm going to be burning glycogen, right? Because the fat's done with. I'm not burning no more fat. I mean, it's, that should have already been done by now. So at this point, we're just burning off glycogen. Now the theory behind that is when I start loading up, which will be Thursday, now your muscles are a sponge. They can not only hold glycogen, but they can hold even more glycogen than what they could before. And so that's what you're doing. You're pulling out the glycogen, you're jamming it packed full of glycogen, and then you're pulling out the water, and then it's showtime. And that's how that works. So Friday, once I hit Friday, no more water. I mean, maybe swish a little bit around in my mouth, but there's no more water at that point. No diuretic, so no kava. Again, I'll still be loading up, so I'm going to have 2 days of loading up, basically. At this point on Friday, and and Thursday and Friday too, my sodium cutting down at about half. So Thursday is my last day of cardio. No cardio Friday and Saturday. Probably do some light posing, because I got to get the glycogen into the muscle. Light posing and maybe a little light pump workout or something, but nothing. We're not building muscle at this point. Remember, we're not burning fat. We're trying to look good on stage, so that's the goal behind this. Back to the diet. The diet, we haven't figured that out yet. That's going to come later this week, which I'll disclose. The next video will be after the show, so probably disclose it then. But so we're going to be carbing out. Now, what I didn't talk about is when you're jamming your muscles full of glycogen, they can also spill over. And what that means is you've already filled them up to the point. Now it's just kicking it out. So it goes under the skin, gets in the water, and it goes places you don't want it. So that's what they call spilling over. So that's why it's really important not only to have a trainer, but have somebody there that knows about bodybuilding shows. They can say, hey, and you're going to be looking at yourself in the mirror too. That's why it's important at this day and age, or at this time, you need to know what you look like in that mirror, at least several times a day. So, because that's going to determine what you do. So, you don't want to spill over, and you don't want to not load up enough. So, you know, it's there's a lot of science behind it. There's a lot of science behind it. So, back to, so we got our schedule done. Show will be, prejudging will be, I don't know, I think it's like 10 o'clock or something like that in the morning. So prejudging, what that is that's what you actually get graded on. So those are just your mandatory poses you'll run through. Judges will, you know, determine the winners from there. And then you have to come back later that day, I think it's 4 something, for the finals. And what the finals is that's when you're going to do your posing routine, which I talked about that last week. You know, the song I'm using, which I don't think I said, is NF. It's by NF, Intro 2. So it'll be the first 60 seconds of that song. That's what that routine is going to look like. So that's basically for the audience. You're not getting graded on that, but you know, you want the audience to like you. You know, if the audience is yelling and doing good, that gets in the judges' heads. You know, there's a lot of psychology behind doing that. So it's not something you flake off either. But the mandatory poses, the prejudging, that's really what's going to win you. After the finals, well, during the finals, that's also when you get awarded if you won, if you didn't win, whatever, you get the results. So, and you won't know those results until then. So the crappy thing about that is when you get off the stage, you got to stay dry and you got to stay loaded up until you come on again. So, you know, it's really ultimately not that long, but it would seem like a long time when it's going there. Anyway, and tanning, talk a little bit about tanning. I am really white, so, which there's nothing wrong with that, but with you know, you get a spray tan. Everybody gets a spray tan. Don't matter what color you are, everybody gets a spray tan. It helps muscle definition. I mean, you got to get one for the lights. So, for a person that is light-skinned as me, you got to get a base tan. So, I've basically been tanning for about, I don't know, maybe a month, maybe a little bit less. So I got a good base tan now. The other crappy part about it is you got to condition your skin too, which you got to exfoliate your skin and put lotion on yourself all the time after every shower. It's really annoying, but you got to do that because you want that tan to stick. You don't want to be on stage and it running and it look like crap, because let's face it, you're up there presenting your body, so it needs to be as best as you can get it. So I follow the directions. I use the exfoliating. I don't even know what exfoliating means, but I do it. Anyway, so then comes shaving. Well, I got hair all over me, so I basically just take one day I'll shave one leg, next day I'll shave another leg, and go from there, because, I mean, I shave armpits. I mean, it gets pretty crazy. So my time that I have during the day is minimal, because, you know, anyway, there's a lot to it. So just condition your skin, posing, you know, practicing posing, all that stuff. It's just, it's really time consuming, but you want to get 110%. You're not going there to lose, right? You're going there to win, and that's the point. You know, you don't necessarily have to get first place, but you need to do the best you can, so that way if you don't get first place, you know you gave it your all, you know, and that's the important thing. So no matter what, otherwise, what are you doing it for? So showtime, up on stage. I talked about prejudging, talked about finals. Once finals is done, the first thing you're going to be doing is you're going to be putting some electrolytes back in you. You don't go down in a bunch of water, because that could put you in the hospital, because you have no water in you, remember, if you did it right. So you gotta slowly give yourself electrolytes back, okay, and slowly give yourself water back. And it could be, you could have to do that for up to a couple days, or you can get a edema, or I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it can be bad. So, you know, so you have to do that right. So basically, in my gym bag, when I'm gonna be at the show, I'm gonna have in there, I'm gonna have a crusher bar so I can get a pump back there. I'm gonna have probably some rice cakes, some salty ones for the sodium. I'm gonna have some noon tabs for the electrolytes, so when I'll have it in a drink already, so I can pop it and start drinking it when I'm done. Because yeah, it's not fun being that dehydrated. So I think that is actually, yeah, I talked about the after show protocol and all that. Yeah, so that's where we're at. Saturday is showtime. I'm ready. My posing has been going okay. I wish I could put more time in it. But I'm okay where I'm at. I just got to get my song down, which I got it down, but you know, I have like half a brain right now, so it's I forget what pose I got to do next. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I'll get it down. I got a week. That's what I'm doing all week. So so that's that. I also want to talk about for those of you that live in Shelton, we got a supplement shop in town, Premium Nutrition, down at Shelton Athletic Club. So. You guys, any of the guys that follow me, that go to Anytime Fitness or anything like that, or even YMCA, go down there and get some supplements, man. It's literally it's a supplement shop, but it's kind of geared more towards bodybuilders and powerlifters. They have some stuff in there that you're not going to find at GNC, and you know, it's a great shop. I get all my stuff there. So yeah, I wanted to throw that in. We'll put some. Put their Instagram and stuff on there. They don't have a website yet, but they're working on that. So also fill you in with that info, and then I'll have a promo code for you too, so you guys can get it cheaper. But yeah, so that's where we're at. So I guess next time you'll hear from me, I'll either say I lost or I won. So all right, thanks for watching, you guys. Thanks for being part of this. I'm definitely not doing this alone. I got a lot of people that are doing it right with me, and that's cool. So, and I hope I'm inspiring some of you guys. You know, all I'm doing is documenting my life, and you know, it's pretty boring, I guess, in a sense, but I love it. I mean, for whatever reason, I love this. I love just torturing myself, and I think I love it so much because it's hard. You know, it's hard, and not everybody can do it, and that just for me. I think that's what it was, is not everybody can do it, and I can. And it makes me different, I guess, you know, makes me not average anymore. I love that, and I never give it up. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Hit like, subscribe. Got any questions, put it down in the comments, and we'll see you later.